here we go again.
And that was a very good fight, guys.
That was
It
fun.
was good for you.
It was good for me. You...
Are
Let's
all
see.
unconscious.
Yeah, well, you were, like, burnt to a crisp, and you're sizzled and unconscious and such.
Am I basically dead?
Well, a little while later,
I want my horse back.
an undetermined amount of time for you later, you wake up and make a perception check.
Me?
Everyone.
Oh.
Actually, no, only Ralmevik. The two of you are still unconscious. Ralmevik, you woke up first because you took the least amount of damage.
1 second. Let me see what perception is. Perception. Okay. 8.
You are in a dark room that's, like, lit with candles, and you're kind of chained to the wall.
Is it wooden?
I guess it looks very, like, polished. Like, there's some
Okay.
type... Like, it's probably made out of wood, but there was, like, some, something
Lacquer.
put over... Lacquer, yeah, to make it shiny. And you look around, and your, companions are with you. And they're also chained up, but they're, like,
Still
all
crispy?
sizzly and crispy. And Rudo's mask is still on. Don't worry, the mask didn't,
Oh, okay, good.
But the swimmer's cap, the Phelps cap is, like, poking out from one of the eye holes. Like, it's all
Sure.
crooked. And, you wake up, and you hear, like, someone walking downstairs.
Ralmevik.
Ralmevik hears. And it's a guy, he's, like, a bald guy. He doesn't look that old. He looks maybe like he's in his 30s or so. It's a human man, but he's bald. And he's in, like a cloak, basically, like a white cloak. And he goes over to Kimulo, and he, like, runs his hand from your head, like, down
Oh, he's
to
saving
your body.
me.
And your wounds, like, disappear. And, like,
Nice.
you go back to normal. And he does the same thing for Rudo.
Thanks.
And he walks to do the same thing to Ralmevik. Do you let him, or do you, like...
I let him.
You let him? Okay.
Is he handsome?
He
sounds handsome.
He does sound
He's,
handsome.
he's
Like a Bruce Willis kind of
Let's
vibe.
say like Bruce, like he's handsome, but he balded early. That's his only, like, flaw.
Yeah.
And he runs his hand down you, and he heals you, and then he, like, like, he slumps down, and he
That took a lot out of him.
yeah, and you see on his, like, because he has his white cloak on, and on the front of his chest is the same bird that you saw on, like, everyone else.
So he's also a pirate?
He has their logo. And he's just kind of, like, sitting down in the middle. So let's say Kimulo and Rudo are tied to one side and Ralmevik's on the other side.
Okay.
And he's, like, sitting in the middle of all three of you.
Okay.
And the two of you slowly
Come to?
come to, yeah.
Where are we?
Oh, nice of you to join me. You are, allow me to welcome you to the Albatross. You are currently in our hold, but hopefully you won't be here for long. You can come up.
So we're pirates.
Well, is that Kimulo or?
Yeah, me.
Well, I don't know. I work on a pirate ship, but I don't consider myself a pirate. Isn't it all relative?
Piracy is different from theft.
True, if you want to be semantic about it.
Do I look down and see an albatross sewn on my clothes?
Not on your clothes, but on the back of your hand, you are branded with an albatross.
Okay. Awesome.
What's up with this brand?
The guy, he kind of like, the captain has her ways. Most people tend to join the crew willingly, and usually they're very scared, and fear is what motivates them, but some people need other motivations.
You're being very vague.
Well, let me say this. You aren't with us forever. The captain has branded you with a type of magic that, when her goal is achieved, the magic will leave you, and you'll be free to go.
Right.
Do we
what
know what
about
her goal
when my
is?
hand leaves?
Yeah.
You know, personally, I never tried that. But cutting off a hand, I can heal some things, but that's going to take a lot out of me.
Can you tell me what the goal is?
Well,
What's the captain's name?
the captain of the Albatross is Jane Willowsby. She has been the captain of the ship as far as I can remember, and I am her, I guess you could say, first mate. And my name is Percy. And I've been with the captain on this ship since I was a little boy.
You're her first mate, but you don't consider yourself a pirate.
I mean, I am second in command to the captain, I suppose, on this ship, but...
Are you her son?
No.
Does she consider herself a pirate?
Well, you'll have to ask her that.
Is this kind of like the movie Waterworld?
I've never seen that movie.
It's a good movie, Kevin Costner.
Okay.
The girl from, Andre? The Seal movie. We talked about this.
Yeah. So, going back, the captain's goal. Well, you're part of the crew, so I guess I should give you the mission. We go around, we defend those who the captain would say, ask for it. We kind of force it sometimes, but we do defend...
Like in this scenario.
We do defend residences from other pirates, and the captain's main goal is she's been looking for what she calls her treasure for quite some time.
What's the treasure?
If I'm being frank with you, we have gems, we have gold, we have wealth. It must be something other than...
It must
Percy.
be friendship.
It must...
One thing she doesn't have.
But with me, she won't even share with me what she really wants.
All these pirates spend their entire lifetime looking for treasure, when the real treasure was the moments they spent together.
It's true, I don't know if you saw on that island you were on, there isn't much to do, so the life of piracy might seem appealing to some.
So, Purse. Do you mind if I call you Purse?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Purse. What do you think we, the three of us, could do on the Albatross here? What could what potential do we have on this?
Well, it's only my guess that the captain will send you on some missions for whatever she deems fit. You don't have any rowing expertise, I'm assuming? You don't... Listen, the people the captain usually gets on the ship are ones that she can boss around, she can order them to do what she wants, little things, like tests.
I mean, I am a coastal monk.
I can tell that about your glow on these oceans.
Yeah.
But for you, it seems like for her to recruit, can we say that?
Yeah.
Someone
sure.
of your stature, she must have bigger plans for you.
Okay.
Perseus, how flammable is this ship?
Not at all. This
It's made of wood.
I'll tell you now, the captain is a very practiced user of magic. And she has taken every precaution to ensure that no magics can damage this ship.
Is she on the ship right now?
She is, and I'm sure she'll be meeting with you shortly. So, anything else?
Can you unchain me, please?
Do we have all of our belongings?
Yeah, you have your stuff.
Okay.
Of course. So he walks around and he unshackles everyone, and he says, follow me up to the deck.
Uh-oh.
And it's like a small staircase that leads up, and this ship is like massive. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not some dinky little operation. It's a huge, huge pirate ship with like 8 sails and like tons of pirates walking around and stuff like that. So a few of the pirates are walking around, and they're like eyeing you, like weirdly, like looking at you like, who's this, And, but they see Percy's with you and they just kind of like drop it. Like, they don't antagonize you against or anything. So he leads you to the middle of the ship, and from a door a bit further down, so from a big door on the other side of the ship, it like swings open, and you see kind of like a faint green smoke, like coming out from the door that swings open as Captain Willoughby walks out of it, and the smoke like quickly disappears, and she very slowly walks over to you, and all of the crew like. Does
she still have my arrow wound?
No, she's healed. It's gone. She's healed. And she slowly walks over to you, and all the crew on top of the ship just, like, stops. And, like, as soon as she can, stops and, like, stands at attention. She says, "So, do you like my ship?"
It's
Kind
a
of
good
sucks. Doesn't even fly.
Well, that's not really what we need it for, but, I think it serves its purpose.
I've seen bigger.
It's not great.
Not great? Okay, well...
It's not even flammable.
You wanted us to fight, DM Eddy.
I did. But you know what? Not much of my crew is, like you. You're a little different. I can appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I see you've been...
You seem like a very evil woman. Kimulo says in her head.
In her head?
In her head. Because she's a little intimidated by Eddy's face right now.
She looks at you and she says...
She says it in her head. She doesn't say it out loud.
She says, so I seem evil.
No! I was...
Okay.
I was talking about the woman behind you.
Okay. And when she said, so I seem evil, her eyes flashed green. And she said, so I seem evil.
They flash green?
They flashed like that. Like, as soon as she said
Like my horse's unicorn?
No. This is, that was kind of like, this, that doesn't really help the listeners. But hers are more like a forest green, as opposed to like the bright,
Got it.
green. That
Like
was
slime green?
slime green, yeah.
Okay.
So, you've been acquainted with Percy, I see?
Yes.
Well, lucky for you, he is very competent, and he will be going out with you on your first mission.
Ah.
So,
Where's our first mission?
well, I currently have a somewhat tenuous treaty with the fishmen, and then Percy goes, "Ugh, they're not called that." So she says louder, the fishmen in a cave nearby
Okay.
is where they are a few of them are currently stationed. We have an agreement, and they have not followed through on their agreement. What I want is for you and Percy, who knows these islands, who knows my ship, and how to communicate with the fishmen, and I would like you to parlay with them.
I'm actually imagining men that are fish. Like fish bodies and just a head.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Not like fishermen.
What type of fishmen is these?
They're
Mermaids?
They're, if you remember, Ryno, a couple of them were in, like, the cave that you were in.
Oh, those guys!
Those guys
were cool.
That they're just kind of, like, just blue. They have legs, but they have, like, gills on the side of their head. They're, like, slimy and stuff
Okay.
like that.
Are there fish women?
Well, there have to be,
There has
right?
to be.
Well, yeah.
Well,
You trying to fuck a fish woman?
Listen,
It's been a long time.
I won't say no.
Who knows what the future holds? So, you three and Percy will go and parlay with them and try to get them, to come through on their offer. Whatever the result is, I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon with some good news. And
I
she
don't
said,
think any of us speak fish, by the way.
Percy does.
Oh.
That's why he's going with you.
Percy's the fish man too?
No, he's just a regular guy, but he speaks.
I'm good at swimming,
He
which
speaks
is kind of like
fish.
the universal language.
So we said that Percy was like a handsome man, but now I'm picturing Percy to look like Varys.
Okay. You could.
Who?
Varys from Game of Thrones, the bald eunuch.
I only read the books. I don't.
He ain't got no dick.
He ain't got no dicky is the thing.
Mm,
Yeah, I mean, you can. It's, like, up to you to how you interpret him.
Okay.
Like, it's not part of the plot.
okay.
So, a few, like, pirate crew members start lowering a kind of smaller boat from the side of the ship. Like, the one in Moana? Like, the one with one sail?
Yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda is there.
Oh, wait. No, so they kind of prop it up to lower it, and they, like, beckon you to get on the boat. So, and Percy, like, leads the way, and he just hops on it, and he's sitting in it. I mean, you could...
Yeah, we follow him. I
Yeah.
follow him.
Okay.
I trust
Hey-
Percy.
Hey Percy, how do you is this like what kind of boat? How do you navigate with this boat? Does it have like a steering wheel?
No, it just has a sail, but you can, like, turn it to go in the direction,
Tight. Well, I have proficiency with water vehicles as a coastal monk, so I got it.
Well, why don't you take the reins on this one?
I got it.
I'll direct you, and you can guide the ship.
Yeah.
How long will it take to get there?
It shouldn't take too long. He kind of looks up, like, at the sky and looks over the water. He says, maybe an hour or two.
Half
Can
hour,
you
probably.
teach me some fish while we're going there?
Sure, I'd love to.
Awesome.
So you all get in the ship and it lowers into the ocean, and you kind of go. Let's say think of a clock. I'm not going to say northwest or whatever because I don't know exactly, but the albatross goes in the direction of 12, and you're kind of going off to 10. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're just on the boat with Percy, sailing the seas,
Learning fish. Shooting the breeze.
Yeah.
Is this nighttime?
No, it's reaching the sun's starting to set. Let's say.
Hey, Percy, is this boat flammable?
I don't know exactly what magic could be cast on this, but I would very much recommend not burning us to death, please.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and what he's teaching you how to fish. He's showing you some tricks of the trade, showing you how to survive. And then,
Not how to fish, how to speak fish.
How to speak fish? Oh, he gives you a few basic words. He tells you a few curses.
Awesome.
The important stuff. And he tells you, so, what brings you guys here? How did you don't look like you're from here. How, what's going on?
Frog
Should I go or should someone else go?
Whoever. He's just kind of looking at all of you. He's
I'm just holding the sail very concentratedly.
Mm-hmm.
We're here on vacation.
Oh. Well,
Tropical paradise.
Sorry, it isn't going exactly as planned. As for me, let me get munched on. Okay. Well, as for me, I've been part of this crew for as long as I can remember. When I was a kid, a few other pirates, not this crew, attacked my town, and the Albatross pirates came in and fought them away, and the captain took me on as one of her own, and I've been on this crew ever since.
Do you know if Willowsby has a boyfriend?
As far as I remember, I don't think she's been romantically involved with someone in quite some time. It seems her treasure, as she calls it, is her passion.
Hey, Percy. Hey, you've been here for a long time. You don't seem like it's your passion. So what? And as I'm talking, I'm turning the sail little by little to 9 on a clock, and I'm what if we just did? What if we just didn't? What if we just went?
Well, I can see how that's appealing to you, but for me, this is my life.
But for us,
I know.
This is not our life. We had a life.
And I assure you, when the captain achieves her goals, you can go free.
Well, how do we know that won't take a long, long
The
time?
captain may be ruthless, but she is of her word. I've known her to follow through on every promise she's ever given.
I'm continuing to turn the sail.
She didn't give us her word. You gave us your word.
Well, how about this? When we get back to the ship...
if we get back to the ship.
I hope we do.
Well...
I
It
will
is
speak with her, and I will ask her to give her word and confirm it for you. But unless we get back to the ship, that will never happen.
let's turn back. Let's swim.
So you want to...
Well,
What?
No, I don't want to swim.
I don't think swimming is good for everybody. It's good for me, but we have a fire boy.
True.
We have Bruce Willis.
Most of my life, I've been with the captain, and I know you don't trust me, but please take my word for it. As soon as the mission is complete, you will be able to go free.
Okay.
At this point, I'm just turning the sail so hard that we're just going in circles.
Yeah.
The cave is this way, Rudo, if you please.
What do you think, team?
Well, it looks like we have no choice. You know what happened when we stood up against the man last time?
The man?
The man, the hypothetical man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I don't...
We keep going.
Okay.
And the boat ride is a little bit more awkward after that. Eventually you pull up, and it's kind of an outcropping of stone and a deep cave that goes into the side of a cliff. and you can pull the boat up and tie it onto a rock or something.
Okay.
So, what was this guy's name?
Fish guy.
Percy.
Yeah. First mate Percy. He hops off the boat and he ties it up to a rock and he beckons you into the cave.
Okay.
Do we all know who we're playing as? We all know our skills and abilities.
I am Rudo Cherrywine.
La 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 la.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm here to help you.
Good.
So he leads you into this cave. Let me get to my right page here.
Okay.
And you look inside, and it seems like it doesn't lead anywhere. It's just like a hollowed-out cave, and you're at one end, which is the entrance, and then the other end, there's kind of nothing there. It's just a wall. But at the end, right in front of that wall, is a stone pedestal. It looks like it's made out of the same stone that the rest of the cave is made out of. And there is an hourglass sitting on it.
Okay, I go up to it, and
You just...
the hourglass?
Yeah.
Is it little?
It's like a small hourglass.
I want to know what it does.
You want to... Okay, so roll perception.
Okay. 10.
Looking at this, it's kind of an ornate hourglass. It's like has like golden. It's glass and it has golden trim around it.
Does
And-
it have a smooth side
What do you mean?
that you're supposed to rub?
No, it does not. It doesn't have one dirty side and one shiny side.
Okay.
But it does where the there would be sand in the regular hourglass.
Mm-hmm.
This one has a kind of blue liquid, and in the middle of it, where the two ends meet, there's a blue button.
A blue button?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not pressing it.
Is anyone going to press it?
What does our first mate Percy say about this mystical contraption?
He looks at it and he says, "I'm not familiar with this device. I thought we would be meeting here and there would be a parlay, and that would be all. But it seems
Ralmevik presses the button.
Yeah.
Ralmevik, can you roll perception on this device?"
Yes, I can. I can definitely roll perception. 16.
You notice that the design of this device is somewhat similar to your endless horn of water.
In what way?
They just are like the same like
color?
golden trim, like the ornate like.
So this
Little-
could be an endless Pepsi Blue limited time only. That explains the hourglass.
Did you?
We should press it.
You press the button.
Wait. Can I come in contact with the water, or is it like sealed off?
It's sealed inside.
Oh, then I press the button.
You press the button, and from behind you, where you entered from, closes shut.
Okay.
Like,
Terrific.
from the ceiling of the cave just slams down, and it looks like it's the same material as the rest of the cave, the stone.
Is
And
it dark? Can we see?
It's dark in here now.
Good
I
time
have
for a
night
light
vision.
spell, Kimulo.
Yeah, I'm going to cast that.
You cast a light like an orbital light?
Yes.
Okay, and that's just kind of floating in the middle. Or whatever you want to do with it. You can see now. Everyone can see.
Yeah.
And you press the button. So, what was this guy's name?
Fish guy.
Percy. Yeah. First mate Percy. He hops off the boat and he ties it up to a rock and he beckons you into the cave.
Okay.
Do we all know who we're playing as? We all know our skills and abilities.
I am Rudo Cherrywine.
La 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 la.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm here to help you.
Good.
So he leads you into this cave. Let me get to my right page here.
Okay.
And you look inside, and it seems like it doesn't lead anywhere. It's just like a hollowed-out cave, and you're at one end, which is the entrance, and then the other end, there's kind of nothing there. It's just a wall. But at the end, right in front of that wall, is a stone pedestal. It looks like it's made out of the same stone that the rest of the cave is made out of. And there is an hourglass sitting on it.
Okay, I go up to it, and
You just...
the hourglass?
Yeah.
Is it little?
It's like a small hourglass.
I want to know what it does.
You want to... Okay, so roll perception.
Okay. 10.
Looking at this, it's kind of an ornate hourglass. It's like has like golden. It's glass and it has golden trim around it.
Does it have a smooth side
What do you mean?
that you're supposed to rub?
No, it does not. It doesn't have one dirty side and one shiny side.
Okay.
But it does where the there would be sand in the regular hourglass.
Mm-hmm.
This one has a kind of blue liquid, and in the middle of it, where the two ends meet, there's a blue button.
A blue button?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not pressing it.
Is anyone going to press it?
What does our first mate Percy say about this mystical contraption?
He looks at it and he says, "I'm not familiar with this device. I thought we would be meeting here and there would be a parlay, and that would be all. But it seems
Ralmevik presses the button.
Yeah.
Ralmevik, can you roll perception on this device?"
Yes, I can. I can definitely roll perception. 16.
You notice that the design of this device is somewhat similar to your endless horn of water. They just are like the same like
color?
golden trim, like the ornate like.
So this
little-
could be an endless Pepsi Blue limited time only. That explains the hourglass.
Did you?
We should press it.
You press the button.
Wait. Can I come in contact with the water, or is it like sealed off?
It's sealed inside.
Oh, then I press the button.
You press the button, and from behind you, where you entered from, closes shut.
Okay.
Like,
Terrific.
from the ceiling of the cave just slams down, and it looks like it's the same material as the rest of the cave, the stone.
Is
And
it dark? Can we see?
It's dark in here now.
Good
I
time
have
for a
night
light
vision.
spell, Kimulo.
Yeah, I'm going to cast that.
You cast a light like an orbital light?
Yes.
Okay, and that's just kind of floating in the middle. Or whatever you want to do with it. You can see now. Everyone can see.
Yeah.
And you press the button.
Awesome.
Okay, where were we?
So the
I'm
door-
on.
You're out. Goodbye.
I'm on your. I went on your Tumblr and I'm looking at this raccoon with a juicy ass, and I'm completely distracted.
you posted a raccoon juicy ass?
That raccoon got that cake.
Got the cake, so to speak.
I missed it.
So the stone door closes behind you, and you press the button on the hourglass, and the water from it was in the top. It starts to move down into the bottom,
We are limited time, my friends.
and as it moves down, water starts to fill the room. It's coming in through the cracks in the stone walls at the same rate that the water. fills through
Rudo
the
has no
bottom.
problem with this. He's a swimmer.
Well, not everyone in here is a swimmer.
Rudo,
Yeah.
we're hopping on your back, dude.
All right. Well, I'll just. I mean, I have gills, so I'm good.
Can I press the button again?
You can.
Does it do anything?
Oh, you press the button again, and the water that went to the bottom of the hourglass goes back to the top. And the water in the room seeps back into the stone.
Okay.
Does the door open behind us?
It does not.
So, Ralmevik, can you just do me a favor? Just keep pressing the button, like, every 30 seconds.
You got it, buddy.
Cool.
And it does. The water doesn't
my
start
love.
again. Like, if you press it and the water went back, but it didn't automatically, like, go to the bottom again. Like, it seems like you have to initiate it. Like, you stop it and you start it, is what it looks like happened here.
So we stopped it.
Yeah. So to make it go again, you would have to press the button again.
We don't want it to go again. We might want it to go again. We might want to float to the ceiling. I look up.
Okay,
You know
Eddie,
me, I
how
like to
large?
look up.
How large is the room?
How large is this contraption?
It's you're completely concealed inside some stone cavern. I don't know how good what size is relative to real things, but it's a big room. There's so let's say it's 30 feet high. The ceilings.
Terrific.
Is there anything on the walls? I want to look at the walls. Is there anything I notice?
It just seems like stone walls.
Not like scribbles, not like...
Roll perception.
Okay. 8.
No, you don't notice anything.
Okay. Alright. Can I look up? Did I ever look up?
Yeah, you looked up. There's no noticeable signs, no symbols, no,
I'm not looking for scribbles. I'm looking
Oh, like for a way out?
Well, yeah.
It seems the top ceiling seems the same stone as the rest of
It
the...
seems the same?
Yes. I mean, you can't jump up to the ceiling and feel it, but it looks like the rest of it looks.
Okay. I guess we're digging out, guys.
Yeah, I guess.
What else do I have?
I'm pretty sure this contraption is their way out. I pressed the button again.
Okay.
You press the button again.
I think it is.
Yeah.
The water starts to flow to the bottom of the hourglass.
We either sink or swim.
As it also fills the room. And it slowly starts rising from the floor.
Mm-hmm.
It's going up. It's up around your ankles at this point.
Okay.
Anyone gonna make any moves? Anyone gonna... I'm just asking, like, if you don't interrupt me, I'm gonna keep saying the water's going up.
Is the I don't know if this would do anything, but is the hourglass, like, glued to the rock?
No. You can take it off and hold it.
Okay. And it's not going
I take it.
change anything?
And you're just holding on to
Am I
it?
holding it?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
flip
hold
it
on to
upside down.
You flip it upside down, but the water still flows from what was originally the top to the bottom. Like, it doesn't seem like it's affected by gravity. And the water's rising, and it gets up to your knees, and First Mate Percy kind of, like, picks up his robes, and he's trying to...
Do you guys think our way out is to let the water take us up?
Yeah. I mean, I think it would be cool.
It would just be a cool thing to see.
You're saying that because you have gills.
Yeah, and also, like, I didn't have a pool growing up, and, like, I would go to the city pool, and, like, I would learn all, like, these cool, like, splash attack moves, and this would be a pretty cool chance to show you guys my flips.
Water flips.
I guess
the water's
so.
going up and up. It's at chest level at this point, and you can start floating in it a little bit. Not just standing on the floor, it's starting to lift you up higher towards the ceiling.
My hair, my long purple hair is starting to wrap around.
What?
Me.
Oh, you?
Because the water is...
You're constricting yourself? Mm-hmm. The water continues to rise, and Percy's, like, looking around with a concerned look on his face. He's like, do we have a plan here?
I put Percy on my shoulders.
Okay, so you're, like, pushing him up. So he's, like... Where's my phone? Oh, here it is. Okay. He's riding on your shoulders.
Terrific.
Just like at the pool.
Like chicken.
Like chicken, yeah. The water is above your shoulders, and you start to rise up to the top with it.
Okay.
And it's slowly reaching the top. There's
I'm not nervous.
You're not nervous? There's one last moment where everyone can get a breath of air, unless you're Rudo and you can breathe underwater.
Yeah.
And now the water completely fills the chamber. And you're just suspended in the water.
Underwater?
Yeah.
Okay, what's up? Is the hourglass full now? It's done pouring the water to the other, like, section?
It is. It went completely from one section to the other. And... like you're looking at it under the water? Or what are you doing with it? You see, because this is just regular, like, seawater. And the water in the hourglass was, like, dark blue. And the water in the hourglass disappears. And you hear a rumbling noise. And in front of you, a chamber opens.
To the other side?
Yeah, further into the...
Okay.
And the water rushes in.
With us?
With you in it.
Are we still underwater?
No, it's like a wave that went into the next room, and you're riding the waves.
Got it.
So to speak.
Got it.
And everyone make a dexterity save.
18.
10.
10.
Okay, so everyone, to varying degrees, you are rushed into the next room, which is another big open. It's a bigger area than the one you saw before, and the water just kind of splashes on the ground and leaves you with it. A little bit wet, but not
A little soggy?
Soggy, but not damaged in any way.
Okay. That was a fun ride. Percy's with us?
Yeah, he's with you.
Okay.
And he's like...
It's on my shoulders.
He's
right.
breathing heavy. But he's fine.
Okay.
You're in another chamber now. And this one is much bigger than the one before, but at the very far end, so if you were to continue walking straight, there's kind of a big altar Like, it looks like this might have been used for some religious purposes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all you can see right now.
Is it dark?
Let's check out the altar, I think.
Yeah, it's dark, but, I mean, if you cast light, like, whatever. I'm just assuming light has been cast for this purpose.
Yeah, we're gonna walk up to
on the altar, there are little squares. Like, kind of, like, blocks that you would use, like, to teach kids, you know?
Okay.
And there's drawings of different creatures on them. Different sea creatures. There's, like, a little fish, there's a shark, there's a fishman, there's a whale, and then there's a big turtle.
Mm-hmm.
And where, in addition to these cubes, there are square holes in the altar.
I'm just trying to picture it. The squares are, like, mounted to the altar?
They're currently below the altar. And mounted on the altar is empty squares.
Got it. So we
Is
have
this some kind of Skyrim puzzle or something?
Basically, there's not going to be, like, Draugr down in the caves, but it's basically a Skyrim puzzle.
Okay. Are they colorful?
No,
blocks?
they're all, they're not black and white, but they're just, it looks like they were burned in.
Okay.
To, some type of stone cube.
Okay.
So, I begin to place the appropriate shape with the appropriate hole.
Well, the holes aren't labeled.
Oh.
You need to figure out where they go.
Are there different sizes?
All the cubes are the same.
Okay.
But the creatures depicted on them are different.
Okay.
And the holes are not labeled in any way.
No.
Like they don't have,
turtles
like,
are
images.
very slow.
There's no image inside the bird's mouth hole.
No.
Turtles are slow.
Turtles are slow, but... No, that was a tortoise that beat the hare. Yeah, turtles are slow. That's probably last.
Okay.
Wait, why are we going by speed?
It's a good point, Ralmevik. Just trying to help.
Is there anything on the walls or anything like that we can see that might help us?
No.
Well, that's how I solved Skyrim. I guess we're stuck here forever.
What? Explain to me, Ralmevik, the Skyrim
It's a
puzzle. I know what Skyrim is, but what's the puzzle?
The puzzle is there is a hole, and over the hole there is an animal, and you take a symbol with that animal and stick it in the hole with the appropriate animal.
Okay.
You just put it in the
Much
animal
like
hole.
children's cubes with shapes.
So I guess we're just gonna take a cube and try it.
might as well.
Okay,
Let's do the speed thing. I like the speed thing.
I like this. I think the speed thing's good.
I was gonna either say speed or like food chain. Like the
Ooh,
fisherman
food
is at the
chain
top
is
of the
good.
food chain.
You could try.
I mean, either way,
Food chain because I'm fucking so smart.
either way, the turtle's not going to fucking. It's going to be bottom either way.
Yeah.
No, turtle doesn't eat shit. Turtle eats like lettuce.
Well, the fish guy. Is fish guy human or is he fish?
It's a humanoid. It's on a creature standing on two legs. It's humanoid looking, but it has gills, and it's standing. It's standing
it's
profile, like looking at you.
I would say he's at the top.
Can I just like to paint like a picture? So like like waist up is like a trout, but then like there's like a human dicky.
That's a reverse fishman.
Okay,
We're talking regular style fishman.
So it's like a centaur, except instead of the horse part, there's a mermaid.
It's a fish tar.
No. It's a human, but like
He says gill.
with
It's
gills.
a human, but
Yeah.
he has a fish's dick.
Okay, got it.
Now you have a visual.
Uh-huh.
Long Dong Fishman.
Long Dong Silver.
Yeah, is first at the food
That's
chain.
very good.
So what's the first? So just to recap, there is a fish.
A fish.
A fish. There's a shark.
Like a bubble fish or like a
Sharks
piranha
are
fish?
A what?
Like a bubbly fish or a piranha? If I'm doing food chain,
it's
I
just
need
a
to know.
regular. They're nondescript fish.
Got it.
There's nothing, no discerning markings of this fish.
Big mouth bass.
Shark,
Shark.
whale,
Whale.
fishman, turtle.
Fishman's top.
Top.
Turtle's bottom.
So
Are you sure fish isn't bottom? Turtle would eat fish, right?
these are going left to right on the wall.
Mhm.
So where do you start?
Left is fishman.
Okay, you put the fishman in left.
Yep.
Nothing happens.
Fishman's right.
All the way to the right.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Then I quit, I forfeit, and I go home.
I'm gonna try to put the fishman in the second one.
Nothing happens.
How about the fourth one?
That works.
That's the middle?
The fourth, so the one before the last, it locks in and it glows, and then it...
Good news, guys. We don't have to do any logic at all. We could just keep process of eliminationing it.
That's right.
I love that sound effect, Eddie.
What? That one? Or
Yeah, that's amazing.
Just the wall softly moans.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've known Eddie for quite some time now, and I know that this guy is a big old fan of turtles. So if anything is going to be above man, it's going to be turtle.
So what do you put the turtle in the...
I put the turtle
in the fifth slot?
In the fifth slot. I knew it!
It locks
So
in.
this is a worst to best sort of ranking.
Yeah, you could say that.
So whales are the worst.
Depending...
We can all agree.
Do you want to put whale in number one?
You have 3 remaining. It's fish, shark, and whale.
Okay.
I shove whale into the leftmost one.
Nothing happens.
Fish into the leftmost one.
It's my size, yeah.
Fish locks in.
Okay.
So shark and whale.
Then shark, shark, then whale.
Nice.
And the altar starts to rattle a little bit, and some little stones fall from the ceiling, and this also rises up. It shoots up quickly.
Okay.
And behind that, quickly turning to look at you, there are a few of these fishmen. And there's kind of a little lagoon in the middle of the lake, and they're just sitting there with their legs dangling in, just hanging out.
Okay.
There's 4 of them there, and there's one standing behind them with a trident, and he's behind them, behind the little lagoon, and he's standing
Are these things that we fear? Do we fear the fishmen? Are they
No, we came here to
savages?
parlay with them.
We're gonna kill him.
Okay.
That's
We're probably gonna have to kill them.
not to get imperialistic. I mean, but you have no. You've never encountered them before.
But are they supposed to be savages, or are they supposed to be
Not to get imperialistic.
Not to get imperialistic.
But something that looks different than me is going to be a savage?
I mean,
is that what...
they're in this cave that had puzzles, so you can assume they have logic and culture.
Okay.
That's
Oh, they're gonna love my culture, though.
that's what
If
I'll
Percy
say.
speaks fish,
Percy
let's
speaks
send
fish.
Percy in to communicate.
So he looks at them, and they look at him, and they say fish words to him.
What's it sound like? That's Donald Duck. All right.
Okay,
That was a little slurpier. That was good.
I tried my best. I don't know how to do Donald. Gosh, I'm a fish man.
That's goofy.
That's so much better.
That's goofy.
Gosh. And they're just kind of making fish noises at each other, and the
I thought
one.
a fish noise would be glub, glub, glub.
Well, they're above water.
Got it.
Come on.
Because don't fishmen always have water in their throat?
Who doesn't have logic now?
Yeah, me. I have no culture.
Come on, go on.
And they're well, there's just the one. He's pointing his trident at you,
Okay.
kind of threateningly.
Here,
And,
take my weapon.
Percy, he turns to you and he says, well, it seems this is the leader. He looks at the fish guy and he's like, one second, please. And he turns and he talks to you. So he says, this is, seems to be the leader of the bunch. Mm-hmm. You know him well.
Mm-hmm.
He's finally back.
To kick some tail. And he says he was unaware that there would be others attending this meeting. And he wants one of you to represent your group.
Not me.
I can cast a spell that for a limited time will allow you to comprehend what we're saying.
While he was doing that, I was doing a back handspring.
So, would anyone like to join the parlay?
No.
Immediately.
Not me.
No.
Okay,
Kimulo?
Rudo. Do we flip a coin?
Oh no, you can do it if you really want. I stopped back handspringing. No, that's fine.
No. I think that's the reason here. I think we should flip a
That's
coin.
fine. I can breathe underwater.
How do you guys have a roll
But
off?
it's probably you probably have a lot in common with them too.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right.
So, Percy, he puts his hand on your head, and there's a brief glow. And now you speak Sahagin.
Cool.
Sahadin.
Sahagin. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's what they're called in the rulebook. So, he beckons you over back to talk to the leader of this group, and and the leader says, "So, how did you enjoy our puzzles?"
They were fantastically satisfactory.
Yes, I would say so myself as well. For Sahagin, it would not have been a puzzle, because we do not fear water. And we are instilled from birth with the knowledge of the great turtle. So...
Is this canon?
Yes, this is canon.
Like, you looked through the rule book and they like turtles?
That's my canon.
Okay.
So, you have been brought to treat here. What are your terms?
I don't know.
And Percy, he says, well... So just assume when Percy's speaking, he's speaking in their language and Ralmevik can understand.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Rudo are just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So, we were told that you would have knowledge on where the treasure was. And the leader, he kind of strokes where our chin would be. He strokes his gills. And he says, yes, we do have knowledge of where our treasure could be, but we no longer know if it's there.
Oh.
And he says, we could check for you if you raise the price a little bit. And Percy, he kind of he's like, we can't do that. I thought this was going to be information and we would trade our gold for your knowledge and you would help us find this treasure. And he says, well, this treasure, for what purpose do you seek it? And Percy tells him, well, I don't seek it, the captain seeks it. So the Sahagin, he says, the captain, so you are not the chief of this crew? You listen to another chief? And he says, yes, you could say that. And the Sahagin, he's like taken aback. He's like, you send a low-ranking member of the tribe to speak with me? I am the chief of this tribe. And he slams his trident down. And he says, this disrespect will not be taken easily. And then he yells something, some word that Percy and Ralmevik don't really understand either. And the rest of the Sahagin get up out of the pool, and they take combat poses.
So roll initiative.
Whoa, buddy! I'm the captain. Relax.
You're the captain?
Yes, I am. This fine man is my second mate, and he's here to help me understand your dialect better.
Roll deception.
Hold on, let me check my deception.
Or persuasion.
It's a serious roll.
Yeah, no, this is deception.
Okay, deception time. 21.
Ooh, that's good. Well, why didn't you say so before? And he looks at his guys, and they get back into their little lagoon. So, Captain, for what purpose do you seek this treasure?
I have been a captain for a very long time. I have much gold, much power, much respect. But I feel like there's something missing in my life. And I understand now that my purpose is to find lost treasures and to bring them to the world so that they can see. I am starting a museum, a grand museum, free admission for all, the noblemen, the peasants, everyone. And I want to find treasures that are out of this world to fill my museum for everyone to look upon with awe.
Wow.
Roll persuasion.
18.
And the captain, he strokes his gills once more, and he says, so, I see this is a noble cause. Perhaps this museum, is there any way it could be by the seaside?
It is on an island, actually.
Island? Perfect.
Yes, it'll be by the coast.
You know, our treasure, this is simply a part of our treasure, which, as I'm sure you know, as a purveyor of the arts, is very sacred to us. But a part of my heart can't help but want to spread our culture with those land dwellers who may fear us. I see this as a noble cause. And he turns behind him and he bends down into a little lockbox. And he walks over around his guys in the lagoon and he hands you a map. like a rolled up map. And he says, it won't be easy. But if you look here, and there's a part of the sea that's circled, if you go down below into the sea, into an underwater cavern, there may be further clues to find what you seek.
Thank you very much.
And he just hands you the, and he says, I look to be hearing about this museum in the future. We'll stay in touch.
I will send an emissary as soon as it is built, and we will handle your treasure with the utmost respect, and we will spread your culture to everyone on land. Thank you so much.
I like this. I like the sound of this. Thank you, fine
Rudo.
captain.
Rudo.
Fine captain, I don't recall getting your name.
I go by many names on the seas.
Okay, can I have one of them?
Yes, you may call me Ral.
Captain Rao.
Yes.
I'm Steven.
Nice to meet you, Stephen.
I look forward to our prosperous partnership.
Indeed, as am I.
And he, like, pats you on the shoulder and he walks back behind his guys. And then they just kind of, like, look at you like, okay, get out. And the paths open behind you, both the paths you took into the cave.
Percy, now's the time to be leaving, I think.
Yeah, let's get out of here. And you all just, like, walk out back to your ship. Okay. So your little boat is sitting there, and Percy opens up the map, and he's, like, kind of examining it, and he says, this isn't too far off from where we are now. This isn't so distant in the sea. We can get here in a day or two's journey on the main ship. So let's have it this. We go back, report to the captain, let her know our mission was a success, which will make her very happy, and then when we arrive in the area, we will venture down into this cavern and see what it holds.
Or
Whatever you say, buddy.
Yeah, good.
We could just go get it.
Well, and he
Nobody
shows you,
except for you can breathe underwater, buddy.
yeah, no one except for you can breathe underwater, and he shows you on the map, and you're in a little, basically like a rowboat, and this is pretty far from where you are.
Well, okay, yeah, sure. Let's go give our high value properties to the lady who blew up the mayor.
Yep.
Okay, so you're rowing. Well, I guess Percy's rowing back to the agreed upon location in the sea where you were to meet up with the big ship, the Albatross, and you pass Terrapin Point. You pass the island that you first arrived on.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What would happen? Did we already discuss this? What would happen if we just all threw Percy overboard and we just rowed away?
He suggested you don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing, I guess, but like
Rudo would be down.
I was just wondering if we had discussed it.
I think you did, and he was like, "Please don't do that."
And we decided to agree.
Yeah, because he was like,
Wait. Why
Yeah.
don't we do this?
Well, let me say this. As I was saying before you
I'm
came in
sorry.
with the murder suggestion.
I'm sorry.
You pass Terrapin Point, and you see the explosion where the mayor's office blew up, and it is being rebuilt. Like, there are pirates there, like, working and hammering and building the mayor's office.
So
back.
what? So Willowsby is good at keeping her word.
Yeah.
She
and
did try to blow us up, too.
As he told you, she's a woman of her word.
But she did do damage to us.
They're putting the mayor's arms and legs back together, back to like the disembodied torso.
The mayor's fine. He hid behind his indestructible desk.
Got
Yes,
it.
of course.
Eddie,
Yeah.
what was the name of like the nation or whatever where we like first started off?
The island was Terrapin Point.
No. The very beginning of our adventure. Because I don't even know if we're in the same like world as we started off.
You're in the same world.
Okay.
You just seem to be in a distant land.
Got it, okay.
Yeah.
Because we did go through like a suction cup.
That was in the Fae, which is a different plane.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're back on the Earth plane,
Got it,
as
got
we'll
it.
call it,
That's
and
right.
you're just in a different location.
Okay. So I guess we
So we need
won't
to first
kill
of all-
Percy.
We need to get back to the laboratory or whatever, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I forgot.
yeah, the organization.
Yeah.
Okay.
Institute.
Hope Christopher's okay.
Haven't seen him in a while.
No, we haven't. Not since Thursday.
And you're... No one gets that. Kim named Christopher after a student she has named Christopher. That's the long, like, journey we've taken with these character names.
He's 6 years old. I hope you cut this part out.
Remind me to. And
I will. I don't want to go to jail.
For what? For naming a gnome after a child?
Yeah, a little tiny baby kid.
And you were rowing past Terrapin Point, and you see it being rebuilt. That's all I'll say for this point. Yeah, he just keeps rowing out to sea. This is time if you want to talk about anything.
Does he have finger bones?
Yes. And he has no dead sons.
Okay.
Let's fucking throw him overboard. Hey,
Yeah, why don't we?
I whisper to my peers very sneakily, with my telekinesis powers. I say, "Hey, you guys, remember that I'm a coastal monk and I have proficiency in water vehicles, so I will probably get us there really quickly."
Let's consider this. Where are you going? Like, where
To
would you go?
Away.
The map.
The laboratory.
The map. Yeah, either one.
The map.
So, this is just a map of the surrounding area. It's not like a map of the world.
So it doesn't have like an X where we're supposed to go?
It has an X where you're supposed to go in the ocean, like for the next clue to your treasure. It doesn't say here's where you live and how to get there.
Well, there's probably like a "you are here" thing with the fish land in it that we could use as like I have proficiency with navigation, so this probably sets it out, right?
Just to go over this again, what's everyone's alignments? Because remember
Neutral.
Neutral good.
Neutral good, and what's yours, Rudo?
Chaotic good.
Chaotic good. Dude, this be in any way good to just throw this guy overboard and
He almost...
He's bringing us back to a woman who is capable of a lot.
Yeah, but
It's kind of
chokeholding
neutral.
Rao.
it's kind of neutral.
I can do it.
He is taking you back to the boat, but you accomplished your goal. You did what you had to do, what your mission was, and, as far as he's told you, she's a woman of her word. So
I think it'd be pretty fucking chaotic good to, like, oust this, like, henchman in the service of, like, not giving the evil person the thing.
okay, but do remember you have been branded with logos of the albatross. Just saying that.
Okay.
And
in
if
character, Rudo says, "Okay, let's go with Eddy's narrative. Let's go with what he prepared for." And then I say, "Okay, let's let him live."
Oh, and he says, "What? What are you guys talking about?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Live and let live." That's what we were saying, right? Like in regards to fish to Sahagin, right? That's what you're talking about, right?
Something like that.
Oh, yes. It's always good to embrace other cultures and expand your knowledge of... and then the trip is in silence. As you make your way back to the big boat. Eventually you get back to the big boat at the spot that it was agreed upon. And they send, I don't know how boats work. They send ropes down and pull you up.
Wow, way to do your research, DM.
I can only research so many things.
I know. I'm proud of you anyway.
Thank you.
I was just looking at pictures of turtles. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I thought about a big turtle and got excited. And the crew pulls you up, and standing on the deck of the ship is the captain, Captain Willsby. She says, "So, how did it go?"
It went pretty well. I give her the map and I tell her, we got the map, but now the first people think that I am the captain, FYI.
It doesn't matter what they think. And she, waves it off, and she's looking over the map, and she says, yes, we should... She kind of looks up at the sky, and she says, we should be able to get here in a day or two. She, taps on it. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
One more thing.
Huh?
One more thing.
Yes?
So this might not have the treasure there, but a clue to where the treasure is.
Clues and clues. That's what I've been dealing with this whole
Furthermore, we kind of sort of promised to build a museum by the coast.
So who promised that?
Well, as a temporary captain of the Albatross,
Percy
I
promised
promised. But now that you're the captain, it's sort of your promise.
Damn.
You do realize you could have just not told me that?
So that you promised to build a museum?
Yeah.
And you said you wanted the map. We got the map for you. I'm pretty sure you said by any means necessary.
And then she kind of just, puts her hand on her head and shakes her head. It's the mission is complete. We'll deal with this later. Now, and she, like, claps her
Okay,
hands.
Mom.
And she, like, claps her hands and she says, it's time to eat. And she says, you three, of course Percy, come with me. And she leads you, into the dining hall. And there's, like, a big, long table where the crew eats, and then at the top is, like, the big boy table.
I'm
and
hungry.
she gestures for you to sit at the big boy table.
I'm going. I push ahead to the front.
So she's in the middle, and then Percy's next to her, and then there's 2 seats on one side and 1 on the other, so you can sit wherever you want.
I'm going to sit on one side of Percy, on the one side.
Okay. What about you two guys?
They have no
I
choice.
sit
They have
wherever.
So wherever. Okay,
I want to sit as far away from Jane as possible.
Okay. And so the meal begins, and it's like really good food.
to sit. Like what? Tell me.
Like a fish's that's cooked good.
Don't like
Come on, George. Come on.
It's a crispy fish with a sparkling skin and roasted garlic potatoes and a fresh capon filled with butter and
Dribbling
grease,
down
and
her
the grease
chin.
dribbles down your chin as you eat it. But basically,
Maybe
like,
some freshly minted golden coins.
no coin. Not. I know that's your
Not to eat.
favorite, but not in this case. No. So yeah, it's like really good.
For, like, the means of being on a boat.
Yeah, and everyone else is just eating kind of like the fried fish and like stuff like that. But yours is like, it's like Michelin star stuff. And she's just
Really?
kind of eating, and she's like, as I told you, I reward those who help me. So enjoy. And she's just
I dig in.
she's munching down.
By reward, we thought you meant like freedom, not some fish.
That is part of the deal when I get my treasure. She looks down and starts eating again.
What a powerful woman.
I
Mom.
flick some of my food out of my spoon onto her.
What?
She dodges it.
I look
doesn't
back down
hurt.
at my food and pretend I didn't do anything.
She dodges it and, like, shoots a look at you. Was that an accident, son?
Yeah, I don't. What is spoon?
You failed a dexterity roll on that one, huh?
Yeah.
All right,
Critical
yeah.
miss, boss.
I mean, I'm just saying, you have a nice meal, and,
So we eat.
you eat. She sends you back to your quarters, and you can sleep the night. You're all in the same... You just have, like, a shared room. There's a bunk bed and a regular bed.
Top
I get the regular bed.
It's terrace house style.
Got it.
So, the Rudo, top bunk.
Top bunk.
Kimulo, regular bed.
Yep.
Ralmevik, bottom bunk.
Ralmevik stands up to sleep.
He sleeps like he
I
sleeps
sleep-
upside down like a vampire.
I sleep underneath the bed. Typical Ralmevik fashion.
He needs like complete dark. He needs to be like fully sealed into darkness
Yeah.
to fall asleep. All right, so the dawn.
Do I recover
rises.
my health points?
Yeah,
and
you're at
stuff?
full health
Okay.
and spell slots and everything. So yeah, the next day you have reached the area where you're supposed to be.
Nice. What's
She-
it called?
Doesn't have a name, it's just a spot in the ocean
Okay.
that was like labeled with a cavern down below.
Why is Brooks laughing?
Because he thinks
We
I
can
didn't come up with a name for it, but it's just a fucking spot in the ocean.
We could. Hey guys, I don't think there's a name for this place. We could probably name it.
Yeah,
after
you
us.
could probably name it after
We
you.
could probably do it.
What is it? The 3 fuck it to your point? Like,
That's pretty good. I don't know. We can see how things go and then name it as we're leaving.
Got it.
the very good place that was fun to be.
Okay. I can deal with it.
And so she's kind of like, you're all on the main deck now, and she's being you. So I don't know if you realize this, but you're gonna have to go underwater to get here.
I can't. Do you have a...
No problem, boss.
What?
Do you have a snorkel? Some scuba gear?
She kind of thinks, and she's like, Percy. She calls Percy over, and they're like kind of like whispering to each other. Percy can cast a spell of breathing on you, but it only can last an hour.
How long is the trip? How long is the trip, Mom?
I've never made this trip myself.
Then I might die. We might all die, and then we can't get you your treasure.
Doesn't someone have a cloak of a manta ray?
No.
No? I feel like I gave that away at some point.
I feel like I heard that before, but I don't think I have.
I have 2 cloaks in my inventory, and one is a cool cloak and one is a spectral cloak, and I don't remember ever getting them.
The spectral cloak is what E the Goblin gave you for Christmas that you didn't use to fight Santa Claus's stand.
Wait, are Christmas gifts real?
No.
No, okay.
I don't have anything like that.
All right, so he says, "I'll be right back," and he leaves you for a moment, and he comes back with 2 potions.
Oh,
and he says, "This one, here's the thing, it tastes very bad, but this one lasts 2 hours."
Okay, you got any sugar?
No, we have limes.
Do you have any sugar?
No.
I guess it's like the limes.
Okay, he cuts you a lime in half and he hands it to you.
Wait, don't drink the potion.
Why?
Let him cast a spell on you for an hour, and then you'll drink the potion, giving you an extra 2 hours.
Huh?
He said, let him cast the spell on you now, and then he's going to give you the potion, and then you drink it when the spell runs out.
And then I'll have 3 hours of breath?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
Do
simple
what
math.
said, please.
Simple math. Of course. And then that happens. You cast with the water breathing spell, and you're handed a potion.
So how does Ralmevik do it?
Here's the thing. I can't do anything underwater. I shoot fireballs.
So
do you have a potion of fire magic underwater?
I haven't prepared for that one.
Some sort of like bubble power that he could be in, like a Jake Gyllenhaal scenario.
Whoa. I mean, we don't know. It says this is a cavern, but I don't know. There might be some spots in there that, rise above the water. I don't know. I've never been down there before.
Yeah, but should we really be burning away our limited amount of air? Okay, whatever.
How about this?
Give me the potion.
How about this? I'll get to making more potions right now. If in your allotted time you haven't found anything, come back, give you another one.
How about a blessing then, so I can swim for an hour?
A what?
A spell.
Oh yeah, he cast it on you.
Awesome.
So right now, Kimulo and Ralmevik can breathe for 1 hour, and they both have potions of water breathing that will last 2 hours when taken.
Got it.
And the captain says, well, normally this is where we'd lower you in a boat, but that seems a bit redundant since you're, going down under. So, enjoy!